Hey everyone, I'm doing a fall trends 2024 video. I don't really want to call this predictions because I don't want to say I originated these thoughts. We do know original thoughts are not real. But yeah, these are things that I've seen coming up for the fall or things I've just picked up for my wardrobe. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna get an obvious one out of the way though, just because I do love this trend so much, but that's calf hair. Although I'll preface that with, I think there is a calf hair that will be in the trend cycle longer and a calf hair that will not. And I think that cow print one is just giving like Shein lockdown cow print pant on roller skates vibe. However, I do really like the solid colored calf hair, pony hair that we've been seeing. Just like those neutral colors, like the browns, blacks, grayish blonde colors. But how I plan on interpreting this for the fall, I do have a pair of Frye boots. These are black calf hair up top, but then just leather down here. But I really like these. They take on the trend, but just in a more toned down way that matches my wardrobe more. But I've already worn these a lot on days where it's not been super hot. So I think they'll blend seamlessly into my fall wardrobe. But I do really like this trend, and I hope it sticks around for a while and isn't like a micro trend. The next trend that I've seen coming up for quite a while, and I think it's definitely gonna become a lot bigger for the fall, would be cinched waist. We've seen people predict the cinched or belted blazer for the fall, contrary to the kind of baggy oversized blazer that we had in the late 2010s that people were pairing with like biker shorts. But the way I plan to kind of wear this like cinched waist trend, and that I hope becomes bigger, is just like sweaters or tops that have that like thick ribbed banded waist. I have two pieces that kind of fit this description. I have this express top. This is vintage from eBay. It's got this like super thick ribbed bottom here, and it's pretty form-fitted throughout as well. It's not like loose and flowing on top, but it's this really nice pastel chartreuse color. And then I have this one from J. Crew. This is a dark gray cashmere, and it has that thick ribbed bottom as well. This one is more of a true sweater. It's a bit cropped, but I sized up in this so it's not super cropped. And I think they still make this sweater as well. This is the cropped fit cashmere. Another trend that I think we've seen honestly for a while, but I think will really amp up in the fall, would be asymmetric tops, specifically ruching or draping. I do have a top that I've worn a bit that is more fall appropriate that kind of matches this trend. This is a Simone Rocha asymmetrically ruched and beaded and draped t-shirt top, but this is really heavy, so I'm excited to wear this for the fall. But I do have like other asymmetric tops too that maybe aren't like the most trendy, but I still will be wearing them because I love them. And trend cycles are just trend cycles at the end of the day. But this is a base range tank top, and it has this like third strap that you can wear like this way or this way. And it's just like a thin ribbed, super long cami. I actually really like this under like wider neck sweaters in the fall and winter. It kind of gives it a fun touch and doesn't like look like a bra strap because it's going like across your chest like this. But base range still makes this tank. It's called the Nida or Nida tank. And then another top I have is the Sandy Liang sweater, but it has this like bite out of the side. I want to try layering this with just like a black long sleeve under it and seeing how that works. This is definitely a hard piece to tell because it's a sweater, but it's also a crop tank top. But it does have that asymmetric detail to it that I really like. And this is, I think, spring, summer 2022, if you're trying to look for this. This next trend makes sense with Miu Miu being so big the past few years, but in the early 2000s, they really made amazing like mod revival patterns and clothing. This trend was really common in the early 2000s, and I've seen the girlies say this summer that like Emilia Pucci is back, so I feel like this just makes sense that the Miu Miu version of the Mod Revival pieces will come back, because Emilia Pucci definitely very like summer, and as we're approaching fall, I see these older Miu Miu 2000s revival, or 2000s Mod Revival pieces coming back. Marnie also did these pieces really well. Older Marnie secondhand is really affordable. I found this piece on Depop that kind of has an essence of that Mod Revival feel, but it's this silk like organza layered skirt, and the pattern isn't actually like symmetric on it. It's not like fully mirrored. It's a little asymmetric as well. Yeah, these really great earth tones. Another thing I want to talk about that I don't actually really have an example for would be taffeta. I feel like every week it's a new pattern or something. We've had cheetah print and polka dots and stripes all within like a 3-month period, and I think we're gonna get pattern fatigue. So I just see for the fall people gravitating more towards fabrics rather than patterns. But yeah, I've started to see taffeta pieces pop up a bit, and I could just see this really catching on. Or not even like full taffeta, but just shiny fabrics in general. I think a taffeta pant, or really just shiny pant with a wool sweater, would be a really cool look for fall because it adds texture, but it's still really simple. Okay, another trend too I want to talk about. I haven't seen a lot of chatter about this, but that would be toggle closures. I think we've just seen so much of the tortoiseshell button, or just like a black plastic button, especially on outerwear, that people are going to want something different. This is a trend that's not like a micro trend. It's something that's baseline trendy that just kind of has ebbs and flows. And I think especially with outerwear, obviously outerwear is a lot more expensive. You definitely own less outerwear than you do own tops for the most part. And if you're wearing the same coat every day, you want your coat to have some character to it. But a way that I've interpreted this trend, I actually found this piece in Chicago. This is an old Obey hoodie, but it has these really cool toggle closures on it here that are like leather and plastic. But it's got like peacoat details on it as well, up here, the pockets over here. But it is like a hoodie, like a real hoodie. Yeah, I want to wear this like open with just this closed, I think for early fall. But yeah, the toggle closure on this is just so cool. This next one, I also don't really have an example for, but that would be Napoleon jackets. This just makes sense with indie sleeves coming back. I have such a vivid memory of Adelia's catalog from holiday 2009, and there were so many of these jackets in there, and I cannot find a photo of this, of the magazine, but I do have other reference photos you'll see. I want one that's not gold, so either silver or just black stitching or black buttons or something. Yeah, I see Napoleon jackets. Well, I've already seen them a little bit online actually. I haven't heard anyone speak on it, but I've seen them. They're around. And I have 2 sneaker trends I want to talk about as well. The first one, I don't think I'm going to participate in this, but the girlies on TikTok are killing it with this, and that is the Isabel Marant Beckett sneaker. I don't think I'd wear this, but the girlies are styling it in really cool ways. And I'm looking, because I looked online for reference photos, and the Beckett sneakers have gotten so expensive just the past few weeks, I think, because the trend is blowing up a bit. So if you got your Beckett sneakers before they got really expensive, congrats for being ahead of the curve. Although the next sneaker trend I want to talk about, I do have an example for, and that would be asymmetric laced sneakers. Really any shoes, but I just see this trend most being adopted in sneakers. But I have these are the Our Legacy Gabe sneakers. I got these on the Essence sale this year, but they have a lace that goes kind of up on the outer side of the shoe, so asymmetric look here. But yeah, I love these sneakers. I've definitely already got my money's worth. I've worn them so much. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about, I think this one we've seen a little bit over the past year or two, and that would be bags with like a huge super thick strap. The super thick bag strap I think is reminiscent of the super thick belt coming back into the trend cycle. But I just got a new bag This is from St. Agni. This is the bag. It's got this super thick strap, and it's just a black suede. It's pretty unstructured. It's simple. This has just been my new work bag, but I do love the strap, and it looks so cool crossbody. It does actually kind of look like a sash, and I've seen some people say that sashes are coming into the trend cycle with Petra Collins, whatever that collection was called, where she did the t-shirt with the sash that Addison Rae wore. Okay, that was my fall 2024 trends. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this offered a take on 2024 trends that are just less generic and something you can more adopt into your wardrobe. But thanks for watching. Yeah, I'll probably post another video soon. Bye.